Picture this, you're 45, you're a dentist, but not just any regular dentist who pokes at people's molars. No, you're a prostodontist, the final evolution of a dentist. You made bank, you got status, you married a stunning wife with 2 beautiful kids. Probably have a golden retriever named Max, too. Life is just too good. And yet, you're in a Holiday Inn now Googling quick ways to die quietly, like it's just part of your evening routine between brushing your teeth and watching a Netflix rerun. Yeah, that's where we're starting today. This isn't your usual tragic Reddit post where someone lost their job and their cat in the same weekend. Nah, this guy is winning at life. But inside, he always thinking of ending it all. Talk about giving off a final boss of depression in a Gucci suit energy, huh? So, let's talk about it. It's confession time. Here's the OP's post. Let me get you through to it. I've been spiraling for years, and I tried to hang myself in my hotel last night. I'm a 45-year-old dentist that's been trying not to prove the suicide myth true. Every day I've gotten closer to the noose. I've been very successful in some ways. I'm a very accomplished prostodontist. I've helped many people. Financially, I've done fairly well. I have an absolutely beautiful wife. I have 2 beautiful children. I've been passively suicidal since my sister killed herself 12 years ago, and actively suicidal for a year. I'm on 3 different antidepressants. I've self-medicated with shrooms. I'm in therapy. There is legitimately no reason for me to be depressed or suicidal. My wife has given me no reason to doubt her love, but there are days where I feel like she'd be better off with someone else. I have a life insurance policy that's worth a lot of money, and my policy explicitly says that if I die due to suicide, she's still entitled to it. I feel like the money would be more helpful than my presence. I almost did it last night on my hotel room. I'm out of town, and in my hotel I tried to hang myself from my bathroom doorknob with one of my ties. When my vision started to black out, I freaked and unhooked myself. All I could think about was what would happen after and if my wife and kids could ever forgive me for this. I can't stop myself from self-destructing. I'm sitting in this meeting today and all I've been doing is researching ways of offing myself so that I can do it from my hotel room so my family doesn't have to see my body. I need help, but nothing seems to help me. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. This 45-year-old dentist dude is checked all the boxes on the "you're winning at life" bingo card, but that's only on the surface, huh? On 3 antidepressants, probably on a ton of therapy, and even did mushrooms once, not for fun, but trying to trick his brain into being slightly less evil. And after all that, he still wanted to end it all with a necktie. That's rough. But what he did right after almost dying is way harder. This guy immediately posts about it on Reddit. It is either the saddest thing I've ever heard or the most millennial cry for help pipeline we've normalized. So yeah, let's get into this. Why does someone who has everything still want to disappear? And why, if we're being brutally honest, does that weirdly make sense? Okay, real talk for a sec. Have you ever had a wound so deep that you forget it's there until someone bumps into it? That's this guy. Turns out, 12 years ago, his sister died by suicide. And ever since, he's been carrying on his shoulder this invisible weight of grief. And it shows its weight. And here's the thing, grief is not milk. It doesn't come with an expiration date. It doesn't go sour and then disappear. It just sinks deeper, gets comfier, and builds a pillow fort in your brain, but refuses to pay rent. He never fully processed his sister's death. Maybe because he couldn't, or maybe because, like most of us, he got told the grief version of thoughts and prayers and then got left alone with it. So he continues to look fine, and I think that thing isn't often talked about enough. High-functioning depressive people always like that. Like OP, nothing sus about him. He got his whole life together. He does technically work as a prosthodontist, makes bank, is married with a beautiful home, and still Googling ways to kill himself in between meetings. No one can tell. No one can notice. Not his coworkers, not the manager, probably not even his wife. He's showing up, cracking jokes, crushing molars. But on the inside, the disconnection is real. The outside world keeps spinning with PowerPoints, deadlines, and Slack pings. Meanwhile, the inside is falling apart. But you gotta hide the despair with a dress shirt to make you look fine, especially in professional spaces. Nobody wants to be the unstable one at work, so you suffer with a smile, die a little during daily stand-up. After all, if anyone asks how you're doing, you can't hit them with a, haha yeah, just tired. I'm not fighting the urge to Thanos snap myself into dust at all. And thanks for the donuts, Greg, right? Yeah, I know that everybody also has to walk through life wearing many masks. But to be successful, the invisible layer of pressure is insane. And for the depressed, who has so few mental points, it equals burning themselves alive just to act any normal act like anyone else. But hey, at least the teeth are straight, right? Nope, it's fucking exhausting. You're not dead, but you're not exactly there either. You're just floating and watching life through a peephole. And it's bound to make you think, what is the meaning of existing like this? We may say that, but this guy is killing it, living a life so good. So what if he has to force a fake smile? The yacht that he owns must be worth it. Yeah, even our OP agrees with you too. There is legitimately no reason for me to be depressed or suicidal, he said. We've all been fed this idea that success equals happiness, like an algebra equation. You get money plus love plus a good career, the result will always be happiness, be inner peace. But this dude has everything, and he still wakes up every morning with his brain doing the sad SpongeBob walk. And he is aware of it, and he is already trying to fix it with therapy and collecting prescriptions like Infinity Stones. And still, nothing works. I don't know how much longer I can hold on, he cried. So he is sitting there, alone, in the hotel room and writing in the dark, trying to make sense of it all. And what he comes up with is twisted. Okay, now is where the plot twists hit way harder than any current Marvel movie. Well, maybe that's a bar a bit too low. But our guy actually checked his life insurance policy. And guess what? The policy does pay out even if he dies by suicide. No fine print, no but only if you're doing backflips. Nope, straight up cash money. And somehow, this gets OP darkly financially responsible, a classic 2025 move. He starts thinking maybe his family's better off with the insurance check than with him hanging around. Hey, maybe the money's worth more than the actual me. Yeah, this isn't just some sad feelings thing anymore. This is full-on strategic business mode, when suicidal thoughts stop being just emotional noise and start sounding like cold, calculated logic. Depression loves playing messed up pranks on your brain. It's a sneaky little gremlin dressed up in a business suit. It does not scream. It always negotiates, trying to convince you with logic. But that logic? Nah, it's a liar, full of fabrications and dark emotions which alter the truth. And all depression wants is your self-destruction, disguised as a sacrifice. That's its true face. Depression doesn't care if you've got a fat paycheck, a fancy degree, or a closet full of sneakers. It's an invisible debt that drains your energy, messes with your head, and makes you question your worth. Even if your bank account flexes harder than the Hulk or your wife is Scarlett Johansson. Bit by bit, it makes you think of yourself as a horrible person, a sinner, to never feel good enough. Our dentist probably thought about things like, why am I the one living this good life but not my sister? Could I do anything to help her back then? Do I deserve all this? Bit by bit, he's starting to believe the same lie that took his sister, that maybe the world would be better off without him. ROP lost the negotiation. Now he's alone in a hotel room, tie around the neck, bathroom door handle. He gave up, breath running out. Vision started to turn blurry. Depression won. But not so fast. Mid-suicide, he suddenly gasps for air. Not because of anything, but a picture of his wife and kids in his head. That moment, the thing wasn't about him anymore, but the people who'd have to live with the aftermath. How can he give up now to let the one he loves the most suffer the same fate as he does? That's how he survives, to continue to suffer for the sake of others. He did stop. He did win against depression for another round. But that doesn't mean he suddenly felt better. Let's be real, this isn't a Disney Channel PSA. But guess what? Suffering won't last long. Just because something doesn't work right away doesn't mean it never will. Healing isn't DoorDash. Healing takes time and effort. Sometimes it's messy, repetitive. Sometimes you take 2 steps forward and end up lying on the floor watching kitchen nightmares because that's all your brain can handle that day. That's okay. That's still progress. If you are tired, rest. Then get up and keep pushing because it's worth it. Like OP's kids, now they can still mess up many pancake breakfasts on Saturdays with their dad. That's how worth it the fight is. If you're still trying, you're still in the game. And no, I'm not telling you to continue to suffer. That's bullshit. As a former depressed person myself, though I still struggle with it here and there, but I can guarantee you that things will change. Believe, and your world will change. So let's wrap things up. You know how people think you need some big tragedy to be sad? Unlike OP, people don't have to lose their job, their dog, and their Wi-Fi at the same time to earn the right to feel like trash. Sometimes you just wake up and your brain goes, "Yep, we're done." Emotional Wi-Fi disconnected. Happiness not found. So yeah, if you're feeling awful and there's no good reason, that is the reason to get help. You don't need a plot twist to validate your pain. Sometimes your brain just throws a tantrum in your skull because it can. And this could happen to anyone. Your dentist, your dad, your coworker who always says live in the dream but never makes eye contact, or maybe even you. And if that's happening to you, you're not weak or broken. You're still here, still watching this far into a YouTube video that mixes meme therapy with dentist trauma lore. You haven't given up. And that matters more than you know. That tiny thread you're holding onto is enough. Just reach out, talk about it. Keep going, even if all you've got left is sarcasm and a nervous laugh. Leave it in the comment, let it all out. Let us all talk and listen to each other. All right, breathe, stretch, and shake it off. You're gonna be fine. There are other big questions I want to talk about. Was this dentist OP really looking for death? Or was he actually just screaming for help in the most heartbreaking way possible? See, when someone says, "I want to end it," what they often mean is, "I don't want to live like this anymore." They don't want the pain and the loneliness. What he was doing was begging for a connection. And the Reddit threads are so full of support and kind words that OP even made a few edits. ETA, I'm trying to answer these comments, and I'll do what I can, but I'm in a conference that I have to participate in, so I'll be in and out. Thank you all. Edit 2. I just want to thank everyone for the love. Honestly, I really appreciate it. I made some phone calls, one to my psychiatrist. He and I have a plan in place. He has a good idea of what's going on and how to help me. I've communicated this to my wife. I'm in another country right now. I'll be home on Sunday. I'm feeling a lot better and more stable. I wrote this because I wanted help. I got really scared last night when I got to that point. Really scared. I don't want to leave my family behind. I want to see my children grow up. I want to grow old with my wife. I want to keep helping my patients. I know there are a few people who labeled me selfish, and I understand why you say it. I'm trying not to be that guy. I was in a really bad place last night. I don't want to get to that place again. I'm going to get some serious help. I'm going to look into inpatient treatment when I get home. I'm going to change my meds. I'm going to do what I need to do to figure this out. I love you all. Thank you. Edit 3. I really don't deserve this attention. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you all. I've tried to answer what I could, and I'll keep trying as time permits. I'm doing much better today. This is the best time for me to get help, while I'm feeling better. I want you all to know I've read as many of these comments as I've been able to, and the support doesn't feel real. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Looks like he would be doing okay. So maybe the takeaway here isn't that life magically gets better, but the people and the connection we make it bearable. And maybe, just maybe, someone's waiting for you to be that person too. Life's messy. Feelings are messy. So yeah, call your dentist, or your friend, or your weird cousin who only texts during Mercury retrograde, and say something. Because that might be the moment that starts their healing arc. And yours too. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video if you vibed with it. Let's make the algorithm spread the word to more people in need, folks.